Welcome to the WD168. God gives us 168 hours every week to live, love, and serve. This is our take on this 168 from the WD. Of course, news is constantly happening. That's the nature of it. Every moment, there are new events to record and report, making it impossible to catch all that is happening. And this is why news sources, whether traditional ones such as newspapers, magazines, television or radio, or blogs and podcasts, have editors taking slices of the news that pertain to their audience. And sometimes what they select is shocking and mind-boggling, as was the case a few weeks ago when Christianity Today, a popular magazine, interviewed the Russian Orthodox bishop in Baku, Azerbaijan. Filled with misinformation and ignorance, this bishop led the interview through a fabricated tale of ignorant and nonsensical information. Not to let his lies go unanswered, our Primate, Archbishop Hovnan, addressed a sharp letter of criticism targeting the Russian bishop as one who lacks humility, knowledge of history, and attempts to distort uncontestable historical facts, but above all, distorts the truth. Citing example after example, Hovnan Sirpazan goes on to say that Alexander's arrogance is quite astonishing for a shepherd of Christ the Lord. I said it's mind-boggling because why would a magazine that claims to be Christian by virtue of its name plastered on the cover allow such lies to seep on its pages? And then you look at the cover. Is it any wonder they have replaced Christian name with initials only? But that's business, isn't it? Yep, they'll sell out the Christian message and the first Christians on earth for $1. Speaking of which, did you hear CBS is charging $5.5 million for a 30-second commercial during the Super Bowl this Sunday? And how much are people paying for all the programs that we put out over here? I mean, can you imagine how much beer, chips, foods, cars, and American Dream they have to sell to recover $5.5 million? But they do it, don't they? They know exactly how much to spend to not only recover, to make the millions in profit as well. And how much did you say that people are paying to get what we produce?
Nothing.
Not me, you know. All the prayers, messages, music, services that we stream, it makes you think about our Lord's words. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And yes, let's get back to earth. The Chiefs and the Buccaneers. We will be watching this Sunday, but not before celebrating the most famous of our heroes. Yes, of course, it's that time of year for celebration of Saint Vartan and Saint Revontierets, and we're going to do it right this Sunday at Saint Leon. Yes, Sirpot Revontians, the Mother Cathedral here in Burbank. If you're not in the area, please join us online. You know, watching, observing, bystander seems to have more accented meaning these days as the pandemic has forced many to stay at home. Movies and videos in the comfort of your home. And how about books and the wealth of knowledge that they provide and contain? Many people have taken to reading, and our Archbishop has some suggestions that you might want to take into consideration. The most recent program of our media department here at the Western Diocese is The Book Corner with Hovnan Sirpazan. Now, this is not for binge watching. In fact, each episode is filled with so much to contemplate that it is necessary to take them slow and savor the expressions. So far, he has shared with the audience books by His Holiness Pope Francis, Bishop Desmond Tutu, called God is Not a Christian. Does that alarm you? It shouldn't. Check it out. And the latest by Catholicos of blessed memory, Karekin I, called Between Heaven and Earth. You can find these programs, these shows on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, as well as on AABC. That's every Saturday evening, 9 o'clock Pacific time. And of course, everything that I mentioned here on WD168 it's on the web. Before leaving, make sure to mark these dates on your calendar. You're not going to want to miss any of these events. Of course, Sunday we will mark Vartanants and Remontians. That means the following weekend is Diarın Tarach and Punparegentan combined together. You're getting one holiday for two of them. February 15 starts Lent. Check in with your local parish and get connected to make this Lenten season and the days that lead up to it a truly spiritual journey. March 6th at Mid-Lent, we're hosting the 5th annual Reclaim Conference with the topic Faith After the Pandemic. With speakers and participants from around the world. You're not going to want to miss this one. It will be a virtual event, but you'll need reservations. So check in on the diocesan web presence or social media pages, or right here on WD168 for all of the details. Well, that does it for this week's 168. We look forward to seeing you either in church, don't forget your mask, online, or again next week as we look at that 168 from the Western Diocese.